Ministry of Water Development, Sanitation and Environmental Protection on Thursday signed a Memorandum of Understanding (MOU) with WaterAid in efforts to promote access to water, sanitation, hygiene practices and sustainable environmental management. Speaking in Lusaka at the signing of the MOU, Ministry of Water Development, Sanitation and Environmental Protection Permanent Secretary Dr. Bishop Ed Chomba says government has continued to make strides in the provision of water and sanitation, resulting into 65% of the population accessing basic water supply, while 44% having access to improved sanitation.
My ministry would like to also want to take cognizance of the strides that the WaterAid has done over a few years in the past. I've been following them almost from their inception, but I think they've worked far much better in the last couple of years, maybe 2 years or so, maybe even 3 than before. Sometimes when people fail to work very well, it could be attributed to either leadership. If it's not leadership, then it is ineptitude from the rank and file of members of staff or the members that are supposed to do what they're supposed to do. But we have seen some changes and the strides that the WaterAid has made for the Republic of Zambia on our behalf. And we are immensely grateful. We have got to contribute, each one of us, to make sure that there is accessibility to water and sanitation in Zambia. Why? Because even if we are that poor, we can't afford certain things. The basic rights of accessibility to clean and fresh water should be a human right, and so it is for everybody who is living in Zambia today. And surely, with a population of about 16 million today in Zambia, arguably, maybe not even 16 million, we cannot fail to supply clean and fresh water to our people.
And PS Ed Chomba has called on all commercial water utilities to ensure that the challenges of erratic water supply are addressed.
There's no reason as to why we cannot be drinking tap water. Not everybody can afford to buy bottled water. And so we are calling in that line all our commercial utilities, as they normally say, to pull up their socks. The complaints for the people are genuine. And when people start to complain for not only erratic supply of water, but no water supply at all, it becomes a scandal. We are calling NOASCO as well to become a regulator that is supposed to be. We call on WAMA to make sure that they manage this resource in the way it is supposed to be done. And together, we can make very great improvements. We have got to move together and make sure we champion the agenda for our political leaders and for the Republic of Zambia. We live here. We can only make it better. We can be poor, but we should not be dirty. And we have got to make sure that the very basics that our people need, people really will have access to them. What we have come to do here is not only procrastination or pontification. We want to make sure we do things in the right way.
Meanwhile, WaterAid Acting Country Director Wembia Chanda says WaterAid is committed to supporting the Ministry of Water Development, Sanitation and Environmental Protection to improve the coverage on access to basic water, sanitation and hygiene in Zambia.
PS, WaterAid Zambia joins other development partners who wish to support your ministry technically and otherwise to ensure that key processes related to improving sector performance are achieved. To demonstrate this commitment, PS, we are delighted today to be signing a formal memorandum of understanding that will speak to some of the following aspects. Just to mention a few, PS, modeling water, sanitation and hygiene technologies and approaches that are effective in improving service delivery. We would also seek to support the sector by strengthening through support to human resource capacity development in identified and agreed areas.
In line with the Vision 2030, government aims at attaining 100% access to clean and safe water supply and 90% access to sanitation. Peter Zunda Jr., CBC News, Lusaka.